two separate, I mean, you have to have two, but, you know, having a time limit of the 4 minutes or you complete the task. And I guess we haven't run into that as of yet, you know, that we've, you know, been waiting or kind of forcing somebody to wait.
The food was good.
How about the way we do the food? We do breakfast and dinner out there, you do the lunches in your cabin, everybody okay with that? That kind of saves us time in the middle of the day so they can get back out there. I guess we've been doing this for 7 years now and we're kind of feeling like we're getting stale. We're starting to redo some of the old events, bring them back, you know, cycle them back in again. I don't know, you guys feel like it's getting stale or are your boys having a good time?
Not that you should, you know, 7 years, and just like recycling it, every 7 years there's new boys. We're the same old people every 7 years, but you got, it's new for the scouts every 3
Well, you got new,
years.
new boys every year doing stuff, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I look at that too, it's like, oh, same old, but I
Yeah.
don't, it doesn't bother me because there's a new batch of boys.
Well, to some
Yeah, for the
extent, it's the
young
same
guys,
as
they haven't seen it
it's the
before,
same as
so-
Camp
Right.
Reeves. You know, you're all doing not, except for the aviation one or something like that, but we're always doing not tying, and whatever names they are, map and compass or this and that. I don't think the kids, at least from my troop, I can say, you know, we always have a good turnout of kids that they wanna go to those. I don't know if any of your troops, the guys they don't wanna go because, oh, we done this before, or, you know, running a knot station, and when I got a guy that's gonna be an Eagle Scout in the next month or two and says he doesn't know how to tie knots or bowlines or whatever, and they run out of their 5 minutes, there's work to be done, just on basic scouting stuff, guys, you know, it's,
There's a hand in the back.
yeah.
Yeah, in the back?
Could we possibly make the awards more like diverse? Because it seemed like the dark side, I don't know what troop they're from, but it seemed like they won all the awards this year. I was just wondering if there could be possibly a way where you could limit the awards so one troop isn't winning like all of the awards.
There's been some discussion about that, I don't really have an answer for that. You know, we try to limit the age to split the junior and senior up, and troops find a way to stay below the 12.5 year age limit to create a, you know, a strong junior team to win. And I don't know if we should just have one big race. I don't know, we're looking for suggestions.
Well, I think for something with that, don't specify a split point until the things are in. I understand it's more work on your behalf, but just have them put down the average age and then at the same time, then you can kind of even out or hopefully even out within 5 groups or so what is, you know, the age.
You're saying get the average age from them and then we decide where the cutoff
And then
is.
decide to split, so that way you have a more equal batch in terms of juniors and seniors, maybe, because I know this one was pretty lopsided, you almost had twice as many, you know, juniors as you did seniors. Well, that's hard to, you know, if you're in a junior, you kind of already almost don't have a chance, you know, I mean, if you even them out a little bit more, maybe you would, but, yeah, just say, form your patrol, and it is what it is, and we'll figure out, maybe it's 12.7, maybe it's 12.2, maybe, you know, I mean, who knows, once you have you know, have them all logged in, then you can figure out, all right, between 12.6 and 12.7, that's where the split is, to try to keep, you know, 20 and 25 rather than 15 and 40.
We should get the average age and determine. One of the problems with that is up to, it's been this way every year, up to the PLC, or mostly PLC, but sometimes with the adults, they don't know who's the patrol yet. And we ask for rosters for what the ages, well, they don't know what they are. And
Well, but I think if there's.
so they're the ones that
communication, I
determine.
think that if it's set up that when you check in, you have to turn your rosters in, and that's just the way it is. You know, if everybody's gotta follow the same rule, then it's not
tell them to lose 10 points if they're on the patrol roster when they check in. They'll get them in, they'll have them in then.
Yeah, you're
Roll
right.
by Scout.
And that was my question is, in the morning session when they're out on the route, we divided our two patrols and kind of mixed them with, senior guys and young guys. And that's just the way we did it, and then we had a couple weeblos in each group. But are you able to change that in the afternoon for the race, or whatever you went out with in the morning is what you should go out in the race with then?
You don't have, no, it can be whatever you wanna do.
So they could have mixed it for the race and then
Absolutely.
put
Yep.
all the senior guys together and then the young guys go out? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But would they still be listed as a junior race then? Or do you take the average at that?
Yeah.
I think what you're saying is that in the morning, they're listed as a junior because of all the whatever weeblos and that.
Well, it
And
could
then when
be-
they show up for the race, they're still the whatever patrol, but we got rid of all the young guys, but now it's just the older guys, but we're still classified as a junior.
No, and they would, one of we ended up doing, our senior patrol leader got one junior race and he put one senior race. And so we had a couple of weeblos that were straggling along in that senior race, and then there were a couple of like first year guys that were in that group as well. And what we were thinking is we should have just arranged it so all the senior guys ran that senior race, and for whatever reason they didn't.
There is no classification in the morning doing the events. You're not a junior or senior
No,
doing
It's
that.
just patrols.
Right,
Yeah.
so
But the
I'm just-
patrol has the classification of junior or senior, so
so what-
And is that determined at the time of the race?
Well,
No,
Or class-
Doesn't matter for the awards.
The night before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we have to get.
But again, that's based on if our patrol said, hey, we got X number of scouts and 5 weeblos, and now we're classified as a junior patrol.
Yeah, patrols.
I mean, let's face it, a patrol is supposed to be a functional unit.
Right.
And it should exist beyond being a provisional patrol for a camporee.
Right.
If we're really trying to promote true function. So, like, my boys all knew which patrol they were gonna be in at least a week in advance of the event. They knew who they were working with, and they were preparing for that, and that included all the guys that were just, Cub Scout Weeblos who were visiting, literally were guests. They knew who they were gonna be racing with.
Yep.
So, and that's what we ought to promote here, not this, we're gonna change it for the morning, from the afternoon. It's a patrol, they need to function as a patrol.
I'm gonna come out, and to your point back there, the dark side was part of our troop.
Yeah.
We had 5 patrols, we had 20 weeblos with us. Each patrol had 4 to 5 weeblos, depending on what they were, but each patrol was, even our Eagle patrols, which were guys that crossed over last May, whatever, they were their own patrol. They came in 13th in the race out of 29. So, and that's the first year we ever did that, but each patrol, and the weeblos were part of they weren't just running on the race, they were taking part in whatever activity it was that our guys incorporated in. But in the past, I know on camporees and some Klondikes, at least on some judging that I've been on or whatever, if there was a patrol that was winning everything like that, they would get the traveling trophy or whatever it is. But then, to divvy up so it's not all going to one troop or one patrol or whatever, they start divvying up, okay, the spirit goes to the highest guy that has the spirit, excluding the guys that got the top award. And that way you distribute, because face it, if one group is winning every year after year after year, what's the point of going?
Yeah.
The Denver defensive Klondike.
So, I mean, that's one way to in the future when we look at it, okay, these guys won a lot, so they get the top patrol, or the one year at Camperoo, we made, I think, an overall top troop award, because there was a troop that did the same thing, so we had to come up with something else to kind of divvy it up a little bit, so to spread the awards out, because there are other ones that might miss it by 1 or 2 points, and just to spread it well.